Okay, so a box of greeting cards was equally shared among 35 pupils. 7 of them gave all their cards to the rest of the pupil. Right? As a result, what happened? All 7 of them. As a result, the rest of the pupil received 3 cards each. Okay? How many cards were there in the box at first? So if 7 of them gave all, these 3 cards each is among how many people? Right? We know that this we draw until we have how many people? 33. Right? 33. But 7 of them, okay, 7. Okay? First person, second person, third person, all the way until the 7th person, all the one, they give away. And because of that, all 20, how many other people? 35 minus 20, minus 7 left, right? Which is 28. All the 28 people have 3 more extra, 3 more extra, 3 more extra. So how do I find what is the total amount of the 7 people? All I have to do is I take 28, multiply by 3, I'll get 84. And this 84 belongs to the 7 people that gave away. That is why I can easily take 84, divide by 7 people to get each of them at first, which is 12. How many cards were there in the box at first? Each of them had 12 at first. 12, 12, 12, 12 all the way. And there are 35 people, so I just take 35 multiplied by 12. I'll get my answer of 420 cards. And that is my answer to this question. The diagram below is made up of one semicircle, okay? 2 identical small quadrant and 2 identical big quadrant. Okay, identify what is in the diagram. Okay, O is the center of the semicircle. The radius of the small quadrant is 10 cm. Awesome. Okay, so find the area of the shaded figure. What kind of concept is this? Do you realize that, what kind of concept is this? If this, what kind of concept is this? You do realize that this length over here, I'm going to zoom into the diagram, right? This length over here, technically it goes to this length. Okay, and this length is equals to this length. Can I say, I assume, oh, teacher Ryan, yes, this blue one can be the same as this blue one. No, I can't assume that, but they already gave us that this is 10 cm, right? So what can I do to find out the blue length? I can take 34 cm minus 10 cm minus 10 cm first. I'll be left with 14 cm. 14 cm is the both of these, right? It's the sum of both of these. So what can I do? I just take 14 cm, divide it by 2, I'll get 7 cm each. Therefore, I do realize that here, each of the blue length is technically 7. This is also 7, okay? So I cannot do shifting. I cannot say, teacher, I can shift this inside. No, we can't. Why? Because the radius of that is different. Clear? Next step, what we need to do is to basically find the area of the semicircle over here. Okay, once we find the semicircle, we can then find what? Okay, we do that first. Can we do that first? We do it step by step. Area of shaded semicircle, which is technically half times pi. What is pi in this figure? 3.14 times times radius, which is 7 times 7. And I'll get to an answer of half times 3.14 times 7 times 7. I'll get to an answer of 76.93 cm squared. Next, what I would do is I'll find this area here, next what I'll do is I'll find the big quadrant, minus away the smaller quadrant, which is in blue, okay? Area of big quadrant would be, I will use another color because I don't want to confuse you all. Area of big quadrant, what is it? It's technically 1/4 times pi times what? Times radius of that. What is the radius of the big quadrant? 10 plus 7, right? 17 times 17. Okay, well done. So 1/4 times 3.14 times 17 times 17, I'll get to an answer of 226.865. And since there's 2 of such big quadrant, I'll go and find one of this area first, one of that green area first, okay? I'll go and find area of small quadrant. small, oh, why my L flying? Okay, okay. Area of small quadrant is technically 1/4 times 3.14 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, which I will then get to an answer of 78.5. So how to find that shaded thing, right? The shaded area would technically just be 126.865 minus 78.5. This whole answer multiplied by 2 because there are two of such figures. Do you understand what I mean? And I'll get to an answer of 296.73 cm squared. And my final step, all I have to do is just add these two together, right? And what is that? That will be 76.93 plus 296.73, which gives me an answer of 373.66 cm squared. And that is my answer to this question. And I'll write it here. And ta-da! Thank you. All right, so welcome to this question, part B of this question. The shaded figure is used to form a repeated pattern measuring 150 cm long to make the border design. Okay, what is the parameter of the border design? First of all, I need to know what is the parameter of each of the figure, which is technically the blue part here. Ding, 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 ding. Does it involve this? No, because the rest will all just be stuck together. The only time it involves is when it's at the start, which is here, and all the way at the end of the figure, the last figure. And so first of all, I need to find what is the parameter of each figure first. How do I find the parameter of each figure? Technically, I can just combine these two, which is a semicircle. So I'll find the parameter of big semicircle. Okay, big semicircle, which is technically half times pi 3.14 times diameter. What's the diameter? 17 plus 17. Agree or disagree? Which is 34. Okay, half times 3.14 times 34. And I'll get to an answer of 53.38 cm. This is for the red part, okay? Next, for the purple part, which is over here and here, which is also a semicircle, but of a smaller parameter of medium, can I call it medium semicircle, which is technically half times 3.14 times what? 10 times 10. Sorry, that's to find area. Half times 3.14 times, what is the diameter? 20, which is technically half times 3.14 times 20, which I'll get to an answer of 31.4 cm. And last but not least is for the brown color part. Where's the brown color part? It's over here at the top, okay? Which is just parameter of small semicircle, which is half times 3.14 times diameter, which is 7 plus 7, which is sorry, 7 plus 7, 14. Okay, and I'll get to an answer of half times 3.14 times 14, 21.98 cm. So technically, I can find the total parameter of one particular figure. Okay, one particular figure, excluding the pink part, yeah, it would just be 53. Sorry, I'll use another color so that you won't be confused. 53.38 plus 31.4 plus 21.98, which I'll get to an answer of 106.76 cm. This is for one figure. How many figures are there? I need to find out how many figures are there. So I need to take 153 divided by 34. All right, 153 divided by 34, I'll get to an answer of 4.5 figure. So first, you're like, Teacher Ryan, what is 4.5 figure? Means that all the way at the end, the figure will just look like that. Half of it. Half of it. Okay? So, how would it work? I'll go and find the parameter of 4 figures first. Awkward. Okay, I'll find a parameter of 4 figures first. I'll find a parameter of 4 figures first. Okay? Parameter of 4 figures would be 4 multiplied by 106.76 cm, which is technically 427.04 cm. This is 4 figures. How about a 0.5 figure? 0.5 figure, you realize that it's actually made out of what? Half of this, one of this, one of this. Can? Which I just have to multiply it by half. Okay, this one multiplied by half, 106. 106.76 times half or divide by 2, which is 53.38 cm. Okay, then I just have to add this to this, which I will get 427.04 plus, oh, you want my plus? Right. Plus 53.38 equals to 480.42 cm. Clear? But this is not my answer. Why? Because I have the 2 at the side, the 2 things at the side. Do you all remember this? The 2 things at the side is very, 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 very important, okay? Let's say I add my figure here. Let's say I add my figure here. Okay, what would the side be? The side of it will be here, the middle thing, and this side. So I cannot go and add 2 of this. No, I need to add the middle thing at the top and the side over there, okay? Which is technically one of it is, this is 7 cm. This one over here is also 7 cm. Okay, so technically I just need to take 480.42 plus 14 cm, which I'll get 494.42 cm, and that's my answer to this question. Thank you. Hello everybody, let's look at this question. Figure A shows a 40 cm tall sealed container that is made up of 2 cuboids, okay? 40 cm tall. The top of the container is a cuboid which has a square base of each 5 cm and a height of 25 cm. The bottom is a cuboid with rectangular base measuring 32 by 12 cm. Okay, the container contains 5.755 liters of water which can flow freely between the 2 cuboids through the opening. How much water could fill the container? So to find out how much water could fill the container, how much water could the container hold, what we need to do is to find out the volume of each of the respective cuboids. Right, so since we know that the top cuboid is 25 cm in height, we know that this height over here would just be 40 cm minus 25 cm, which gives me an answer of 15 cm. All right, with this, I can go and find the 2 different cuboids volume. Okay, so I'll go and find the first cuboid first. Right, I'll find the bottom cuboid. Volume of bottom cuboid, yeah. It will technically just be length times base times height, which is equals to 5,760 cm cubed. Next, we gotta find the volume of top cuboid. Right, and the volume of the top cuboid is technically base area, which is square base 5 times 5 times height of 25 cm, right? 5 times 5 times 25, I'll get to an answer of 625 cm cubed. So from this, I know if I add these 2 values up, I will get the total volume of this whole figure, right? If I take 5760 plus 625, I'll get to an answer of 6,385 cm cube. And this is the volume of my whole cuboid, right? So far, how much is already filled up? The question tells me that 5.755 liters is filled up. 5.755 liters is technically equals to 5,755 ml. Okay, and then I would just take whatever the total volume is, right? 6,385 ml. I'll subtract whatever that's inside. Agree? I'll get to an answer of 630 ml, which I can then translate to 0.63 liters or so. Okay, and that is my answer to this question. Let's look at part B. So part B, we know that they said that the thing was turned horizontally, right? We know the volume inside is still 5.7755 liters. Agree? So we know that if the water is inside, it will first fill up here first. After it fill here, then it will slowly go upwards. Correct? Because the bottom always fills up first, right? First of all, I'll write down the information I have. I know that the length here is 15 cm. For my previous question, here is 12 cm. What else? That's about it that I know, right? Okay. Next thing, I know that I need to find what is this area first, which is technically 625 cm cubed from the previous part. We found this out already, right? So what I would do first is I'll take 5,755 ml minus away 625 ml first. I'll minus away what can be filled up inside that little container. And I'll be left with 5,130 ml. Now, I will find the base area of whatever I'm going to fill up in the bigger container because the water will then grow up from here. But first of all, how do I find the height? I have to find the base area. Therefore, base area is technically 15 multiplied by 12, which is 180 cm square, sorry. And then what I would do is I'll take the volume, divide by 180. I'll get to an answer of 28.5 cm, and this will be my height for the water level in this question. So come, let's look at this question together. In the figure below, ABC and BCD are right angle triangle O. So we can go and label here, okay? BC is 20 cm. I'll label what I know. Okay, BC is 20 cm. EF is 9 cm. EC is 15 cm. The ratio of the length of CD to BA is 5:4. What is the area of the triangle BCD? So I will label what I know first. This BC is technically equals to 20 cm. I also know that EF, which is over here, is 9 cm. And I know that last but not least, EC is technically 15 cm. First of all, with the information I have, I can quickly go and find the area of BEC, triangle BEC. So area of triangle BEC equals to half multiplied by 20 multiplied by 9. Cancel 110, which I'll get to an answer of 90 cm squared. Okay, we do realize, do you all see this? Right? Technically, this triangle BAC, right? Technically, this triangle BEC, right? BEC is technically, you can also take EC as the base. If you take EC as the base, you have to dot it out, right? Dot it out, dot it out, dot it out, dot it out, and find the height, which is BA. So the triangle looks something like that. BEC, I'll draw it right here for you. EBC, okay? This is the 15. And this is technically the base. What must I do to find the height? I dot it out, I connect 90 degree, and this is A. Therefore, what I can conclude from this is that 90 cm square is also equals to half times base which is 15 cm times height, which is BA. Can bring the 2 over first, so 180 Okay, 180 equals to, how do I get 180? Sorry. I'll bring the 2 over first. Okay, 2 is at bottom, so I'll bring it to the top. 90 multiplied by 2, which is 15 times BA. 180 equals to 15 times BA. I can find BA easily, right? BA equals to 180 divided by 15, which is 12. Since I know that what BA to CD to BA is 5 to 4, CD to BA is 5 to 4. I know that 12 cm is 4 units, is 12 cm. I can find 1U, which is 3 cm, and then 5U, which is 3 times 5, which is equals to 15 cm. Since I know that CD is 15 cm, can I find the area of triangle BCD? Yes, I can easily. I can just take half times base, which is 20, times height, which is 15. And I'll get to my answer of, this one cancel, 150 cm square. And that is my answer to this question. Thank you. Hi, okay, let's look at this question. Mr. Leong used 3 wooden planks, A, B, C, to build a shelf as shown below. Right, the length of plank A is 5 to over 11 of PB. So 5 belongs to A, 11U belongs to B. The length of plank C is half of the total. So 1 unit to C, 2 to A and B. All right, so find the value of N. So first of all, I have to find the value of N. I know that I can compare A and B, right? I know that A to B is technically 5 to 11. And I know A over here is made up of what? A over here is made up of 46 plus N. And B is made up of 136 plus N. If I draw the model, right? A is shorter, B is much longer. Sorry, not. Yeah. B is much longer. And by how many units? 6 units, because 11 minus 5U, yeah? 6 units. Over here, I can say that these are the N's, right? Over here is N plus 136. Oh, this is 136. This is 46. Hence, how do I get the 6U? I have to take 6U equals to 136 minus 46, which I will get to an answer of 90. Okay, after I get 90, what can I find? I can find 1 unit, right? 1 unit equals 90 divided by 6, which I'll get to an answer of 15. Therefore, if 1U is 15, right, I can go and find the value of N, right? Because I can find, let's say I find A, okay? 5U equals 15 times 5, 75. And then since A is 46 plus N, I can just find N equals to 75 minus 46 equals to an answer of 29. And that's my answer to this question. So for part B, they're asking, what is the width of the shelf? Okay, so from this, I know that I can find the length of C, right? What is the length of C? Technically, we know that A plus B equals 16 units. So C is half of that, so C is 8U. From part 1, I can find 8U, which is 8 times 15. I'll get to an answer of 120 cm. 120 is technically from here to here. Agree? Next, I have to find out what is here to over here. Okay, what would that be? That would be 136 minus N, which is 29. Very good. 136 minus 29, which is 107 cm. And last but not least, we have the last width over here, the last length, and that will be 46 plus N, which is 46 plus 29, which gives me an answer of 75. Now all I have to do is just add all of them up together. 7 plus 75 I'll get to an answer of 302 cm, and that is my answer to this question.
Hi everyone, if you like this video, you can click right here for a similar video, or you can view our playlist here.